The Samsung Galaxy Watch 8 Classic has finally landed, and to put it plainly, this isn't just a minor upgrade. It's a full-on reinvention of what a Samsung smartwatch can be. With a total of 15 brand new features, some of them subtle, others absolutely game-changing, the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic proves that Samsung isn't just chasing numbers anymore. They're reinventing the experience. This year's model takes major design cues from the Galaxy Watch Ultra, integrates cutting-edge AI through Gemini, and brings serious health tech to your wrist. Whether you're a Galaxy Watch 6 Classic user, wondering if it's worth the switch, or someone eyeing their very first premium Android smartwatch, this one's worth your attention. So, let's dive deep into what truly makes this year's Watch 8 Classic stand out and why it could be Samsung's smartest wearable yet. Let's start with the star of the show, Gemini integration. The Galaxy Watch 8 Classic is the world's first smartwatch to ship with Gemini AI fully embedded into its software experience. This is more than just voice commands and smart replies. Gemini is context-aware, intelligent, and able to function almost like a true assistant on your wrist. It can summarize emails, schedule meetings, set precise location-based reminders, and even interpret commands like "Tell Sarah I'll be 10 minutes late" by identifying which Sarah you're referring to, what platform she prefers for communication, and what your last conversation was about. Unlike other smartwatches that serve as passive notification mirrors, the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic feels like it's actively working with you in real time. While Gemini will arrive on older models via the One UI 8 Watch update, this is the first Samsung smartwatch that comes with it out of the box. Optimized and fully integrated with the OS and hardware, Samsung also took the time to fix one of the most irritating issues from past models: charging compatibility. Older watches like the Watch 5 Pro and Watch Ultra had trouble fitting on Samsung's own dual wireless chargers because of the awkward band curvature. This year, the Watch 8 Classic introduces a flatter lug design, allowing it to sit flush on standard chargers, including the Duo Pad, without awkward adjustments or incomplete contact. It's a minor design tweak that brings a major improvement in everyday usability. Then there's storage and memory, both of which have received a welcome bump. With a whopping 64 gigabytes of internal storage, the Watch 8 Classic now matches the Watch Ultra in data capacity and outpaces most smartwatches in its class. That's 4 times more than the Watch 6 Classic's 16 gigabytes and double what last year's Ultra offered. Whether you're syncing offline playlists on Spotify, downloading maps, loading fitness programs, or even storing photos and documents, you're unlikely to run out of space anytime soon. The RAM has also been increased to 2 gigabytes, offering a smoother experience when launching apps, interacting with notifications, and switching between tasks. Battery life, though not drastically improved, still gets a modest bump. The new model houses a 445 mAh battery, slightly larger than the Watch 6 Classic. While it doesn't quite match the Watch Ultra's beefy cell, any gain in battery longevity is a win, especially considering the brighter display and more powerful chipset. Speaking of displays, this year's screen maxes out at an eye-watering 3000 nits. That's a significant upgrade from the previous 2000 nit panel, making it perfect for bright outdoor conditions, hikes, runs, or beach days when your wrist needs to stay visible under direct sunlight. It now rivals the Galaxy Watch Ultra's peak brightness, leveling the playing field. The design refresh this year is a little controversial though. It borrows heavily from the Watch Ultra, introducing a more rugged look with an additional physical button now standard across the Ultra line, but replaces titanium with polished stainless steel. The Watch 8 Classic is more elegant and dressy than the Ultra, yet still maintains that sport meets luxury aesthetic. What really wins fans over, though, is the return of the rotating bezel. This iconic control mechanism was absent in some recent models, but it's back and it feels more responsive than ever. With every tactile click, the bezel allows intuitive scrolling through menus, apps, and tiles. It's the kind of interaction you miss once it's gone, and we're glad Samsung brought it back. On the health and wellness front, Samsung is pushing the envelope with features that sound almost sci-fi. The antioxidant index, for instance, measures carotenoid levels in your body. These are the nutrients found in fruits and vegetables known to combat aging and oxidative stress. Using a quick 5-second scan, the watch gives you a rough snapshot of how well your body is handling free radicals. Is it medically verified? Not quite yet, but it's a compelling insight tool that fits into a broader wellness picture. Then, there's the vascular node, a sleep-based tracking system that analyzes stress on your blood vessels while you sleep. This could potentially flag early cardiovascular strain or blood pressure instability again. Not a medical diagnosis, but the first step toward preventative care through wearable data. Sleep coaching has also been overhauled with the addition of bedtime guidance. Instead of just telling you how you slept, the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic now gives recommendations on when you should ideally go to sleep, based on your circadian rhythm, sleep debt, and recent stress levels. This feature is powered by the watch's updated biosensors and its deeper integration with Samsung Health. There's also an updated running coach, smarter than ever before. Instead of just tracking pace and distance, it now reads your cardio, thresholds, heart rate zones, and recovery status to create a training plan that reduces your risk of injury. These updates are made possible thanks to a completely overhauled sensor array. Unfortunately for legacy users, many of these health metrics won't come to the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic due to hardware limitations. However, last year's Ultra model may still receive a subset of these features since it shares some of the same internal components, software-wise. One UI Watch 8 is rolling out with a fresh new interface. Samsung has introduced pill-shaped tiles, contextual bottom info bars, and a gesture-based interaction system. One of the most useful features is the double pin gesture that activates contextual info at the bottom of the screen, like weather, music controls, or app shortcuts without navigating away from your current screen. This multitasking enhancement brings smartwatch interaction closer to that of a mini smartphone without the clutter. There's also a new night mode, smoother animations, and a chipset that feels noticeably faster in daily use. However, no product is perfect, and the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic does come with a minor letdown. The display size has been reduced compared to last year's model. While the physical footprint of the watch remains about the same, the actual usable screen real estate is smaller. For users who prefer larger screens for readability, notifications, or media playback, this might be a sore point if you're considering whether to go for the Galaxy Watch 8, the 8 Classic, or the Watch Ultra. Here's a quick breakdown. The regular Watch 8 is slimmer and more fashion-forward than we expected, sporting a minimal design that's incredibly sleek. The Watch Ultra, meanwhile, remains the king of specs. It has the best battery life, rugged durability, and now includes 64 GB of storage and a bold new color variant. But for most users, the Watch 8 Classic strikes the best balance. It combines luxury design with smart functionality, health innovation, and serious performance, all in a familiar, circular form factor that finally feels complete again. To wrap it up, the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic isn't just a spec upgrade, it's a redefinition of what the Classic line stands for. It introduces intelligent software with Gemini AI, brings back beloved features like the rotating bezel, improves the hardware where it matters most, and finally gives health tracking some futuristic flair. It's clear Samsung wants this watch to compete not only with Wear OS rivals like the Pixel Watch 3 or the TicWatch Pro 5, but also take a swing at Apple's dominance in the premium smartwatch space. Whether you're upgrading from an older model or jumping in for the first time, the Watch 8 Classic might just be Samsung's most complete and compelling wearable yet.